Well, it's a little cold out there right now. Sun's gonna come up in about 20 minutes. And it looks like this year's hunting season is gonna end, for me, and at least as it began, with the full moon. Opening day for Muzzleloader was Wednesday. Today is Saturday. So it is what it is. This is actually the hardest season to hunt. Because through archery and rifle, the elk are well educated by now. But it's the last hunt of the, might be the last hunt of the year. I hope not, but it might be. So I think it's about 25 degrees or so, maybe 29 degrees out there right now. I'm gonna head up in a few minutes. Getting to be that time of year again. Like I said, full moon. Moon set. Sunrise. It's been like really quiet. Mostly just up into the trees. Been following this game trail. I haven't seen any fresh sign. I just saw some scat down that, just over there. Multiple tracks around here, over there. There's been a lot of traffic through here. Canine. I don't know if that's someone's dog. Or coyote. Probably a coyote. Not sure what these are. Might be partial cat tracks or not. These are old. They're kind of iced up. The elk are well educated right now, but I gotta tell you, from an experience standpoint, from just really enjoying yourself, regardless if the chances of successfully harvesting an elk are a lot harder, I gotta tell you, Muzzleloader is, from an experience standpoint, Muzzleloader is one of my favorite seasons. It's a bit more primitive than a rifle. Well, centerfire rifle. A little bit more advanced than a bow. So you still have to get close. It's light. You don't have to wear hunter orange. And go to the right place, you'll have the mountain to yourself. And it's this season right here, it's so quiet. Change of seasons. I tell you, at no point hunting do you feel like you're following in the footsteps of this nation's forefathers than when you're out hunting muzzleloader. because it's the closest you're ever going to feel like to being a real mountain man. All I need is some buck skins. But, you know, we're not going to go full retard here, but it's pretty cool. Coming up in the dark, I thought I smelled meat, like red meat. So I wonder if there's a carcass nearby. Well, now that I'm coming down in daylight, now I know why I was smelling it. Very faint smell. This was a hunter kill. Good. This was an elk. Quarters are gone. Looks like they just peeled back the hide and took the back straps. But yeah, it's definitely a hunter kill. Now I know why I thought I smelled something coming up. Very faint smell, very familiar smell. Question is, was this a cow or a spike? I'm gonna guess it was a spike. Because during rifle season, this wasn't here. Some of the entrails are rotted out in there, but they're still in there. Yeah, all right, well, now I know what I was smelling. I was wondering if there's an elk kill around here. There was. I just realized something. I am hunting on Halloween. And there is nobody up here. My wife is awesome. Because I don't think anybody else's wife let them go out hunting today. I drove all the way around and I didn't see a single soul here. I might have the whole mountain to myself. That's freaking cool. This canyon is interesting in that it, enough people have glassed on this side where it's a trail worn. It's actually a little bit of work getting back here from the other, where I came in from. So, Ray, rifle season, you came over to glass for me. Thank you. I don't think I said it, but thank you. Sorry I wasted your time. Trying to figure out how I'm going to work this, though. Assuming they're still here. I think I bumped a cow back that way. If there's one, there's got to be more. The thing is that this bowl, the wind always blows down that way, so you want to work it from the bottom and come up that way. Now I can sit here in glass, and if I see anything through up there, I don't think I'll be able to get up there in time. I don't think they're bedding in here, though. I think this is highly pressured, even normally. I think they're bedding down on this side on the private property, and they're just, whenever they come in here, they're just in transit, feeding or whatever. The only thing I can think of is try to figure out where their normal route of travel is and somehow get up ahead of them and sit there and wait for them. But at that point, I'm hoping the wind is going in the right direction. I don't know. Don't know what to do here except glass. Well, I've heard two bulls today. I can't believe they're still bugling. I think I bumped one cow. And I bumped a whole herd of deer. The elk seem to be moving around and not staying in any one place.
can't really pattern them. But they've been hunted here recently. And they run archery and rifle. Muzzleloader hunt actually started Wednesday, and I saw a lot of fresh tracks from other hunters. People driving their side-by-sides where they shouldn't be. Whole lot of boot tracks everywhere. So I think tomorrow morning, I'm going to still hunt. Maybe around a blind, or I'm sorry, one of the tree stands. I'm gonna still hunt around there. And the one, maybe if I can get in there, the one clearing I saw where there was a lot of traffic this morning. Maybe I'll get lucky. Well, gonna feed my face and hit the site. Tomorrow's another day. My phone says 319. The heck with that noise. You know it's cold when you're wearing 3 layers of clothing and you're not sweating at all. No joke. Now the one that you heard that I got on video is out that way. But there's another one that I heard him from there, and there, and there. So I think he was heading back to his bed right before first light. So I bet you later on today I might hear him over there. And this other elk, I heard him over that way, so I think he's bedded down in private. And this other one's bedded down in private. They're just coming out at night to feed. I just still hunted my way through there. I didn't see anything. I thought I heard some voices over there. I think there's some other hunters coming in from the other side. I'm going to skirt the property line over there a little bit and see if I kick anything up. Yep, I just heard that bull. He's over there. He's on the other side over in private. I'm not kidding. I heard him move so fast. He went from there to there to there inside of 10 minutes. He was moving really fast. Makes me wonder if they kind of know when the sun's, well, they know when the sun's coming up. So he was beating hooves back to his bedding area before the sun came up. No doubt. So I'm back in my old favorite area, and I saw some disturbing sign on my way up. I think the sheep herders have finally found this place. I noticed one of those sheep trailers parked. I forget, was it the end of rifle? End of archery or beginning of rifle? Probably beginning of rifle. And they've never run the sheep back here, but I thought it was unusual for that sheep trailer to be parked where it was. And I've seen entirely too much scat coming up the hill. So I'm gonna glass here for a little bit, but I'm gonna go down there. But I'm willing to bet dollars and notice I'm gonna go down there and find the whole area defoliated because of those freaking sheep. Pisses me off. I hate sheep so much. They destroy everything and they run the game out. Range maggots. They're like parasites.
I'm gonna guess I'm about a half a mile behind him. Judging by the sound of his bugle, which I cannot believe they're still bugling. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it. He's heading further away, he's just drawing me deeper in, and it's starting to it's gonna get dark soon. Temperature's gonna drop pretty fast. I'm gonna have to backtrack the way I came in and head back to camp. I don't think I'm gonna catch him. I said a half mile earlier. I think he's about a mile up there. And he keeps moving in that direction, so I'm not gonna catch him. Alright, I'm gonna head back. Moon is still full. Jeez. Well, I'm finally taking the old bull approach here. I'll show you again as soon as it gets light, but there's first light. This time, yesterday, I was about 2 miles in that way. Right now, I'm right at camp because I think they're bedding not too far from where I'm actually camping. The question is whether or not they're on private. I think they are, but I want to be sure. But I am sitting here in my heavy coat with a warm cup of coffee. I can crawl back in the truck if I really wanted to. Trying really hard here, as you can tell. The only way to glass. Well, yesterday evening, I went down that way. I can't see it on the camera. Down there, there's an old logging road down that way. And kind of funny is when I first started hunting, that's actually one of the first places I hunted. I actually parked our full long bed, full crew cab truck down there, but it's closed off now. So yesterday I walked down to right about where I camped before many years ago. Seems like many years ago. And I still hunted my way all the way across this ridge right here. And I stopped about there. Try to get this on the camera. And as I came back this way, I thought I heard a cow somewhere over here. But I'm not sure if they're on the other side of the ridge or on this side of it. On the other side of that ridge is private property. And I think what they've been doing, it's also a good chance that somebody came in from this side yesterday morning and and forced them all back this way really quick. But they came from all the way from the saddle, which is all the way this direction, all the way back over here. And they bedded somewhere in this vicinity here. Because last evening before last, I heard them over here when on my way back. Which means they're just waking up from their beds and getting ready to go back that way. So I think what I'm going to do this morning, I haven't heard them around here, but I've been glassing for them. I think what I'm going to do this morning is I'm just going to wait till it warms up a little bit, drinking a thing of coffee, and then I'm just going to meander my way down, all the way down, go up on there, walk my way up to this ridge, and just walk the ridge back.
See if I see any fresh sign up there. After that, heck with it, I'm going home. I've been chasing elk since July. And I'm ready to call it a year. Sneaky, sneaky elk. You can't glass them from here either. This is all looking vaguely familiar. I haven't been up here in years. In fact, I think it's one of the first rifle hunts I managed to position myself up here. Now the saddle, where I heard the elk the other morning, is right there. Way over there. Right there. Now those elk I heard coming through, they came from way over there and this way. I'm guessing there's some well-worn game trail somewhere in there. The other elk I heard was on the back side of this saddle over there. Over there's private and over there's private. This is a little strip of public right here. And the elk, thought I heard a cow somewhere in this vicinity. But not, that was yesterday, but I didn't hear him this morning. Didn't see him either, so I don't know. Truth be told, I'm just out of gas to go down there and start bushwhacking it. Quick lesson on private versus public. See that road right there? It's like right below the crest of that hill right there. And it kind of follows the ridge back. And I think the property line is just barely on that side of the peak on a far hill. So all of this side here, most of this is public. But that guy who owns that property, he's been driving his truck around here all the time where he's on a road right there. That guy, I know he patrols his property line every rifle season. It's probably how he's got the thing over there. He's just over there, get off my land. So I think was one reason why I stopped hunting around here. I'm so tired of playing tiddlywinks with private versus public. I think I'm gonna check out one area and head on out. So here's another area I wanted to check out. I was looking at the topo map and this bench right here. Top of the ridge is up there. There's a bench right here. This kind of had my interest on the topo map. And as I was about halfway down, I saw a cow elk across right there. So I still hunted the rest of my way down here till I got to this tree. So that makes sense because I thought I heard a cow elk last night as I got back to camp and it was coming from this area. She's probably bedding down somewhere where I was still hunting yesterday evening. I waited to come up on the ridge back when I did because I knew shortly after the sun hit the valley the thermals would be shifting. So right now I got the wind in my face. You don't have to wait as long this time of the year for the thermals to shift. This kind of figures how my hunt typically ends. I usually see something that just gives me just a glimmer of hope for next year. All right, well, I guess that's an end to 2020's
Big game season. It's currently 2nd November. Been chasing elk since July. I'm ready to call it a year. I got close in archery. I got really close in archery. But close doesn't count. Really thought I'd do it this year. Well, maybe next year. I want to give a shout out to my wife, without whose support, none of the hunting throughout these last 4 months would have been possible. And without whose encouragement, I would have gone home yesterday. This is the second time she's encouraged me to stay out, and I saw an elk the day she told me to stay out. I'm never gonna hear the end of this. And I want to give a shout out to Ray. I've lived where I do for 9 years, and I've offered to help on a couple things for other people, but he's the only one who has offered to help me out, who's gone out of his way to help me. Twice he's gone out of his way to help me, and he's the only one who invited me to go along on a hunt with him. So, thanks, Ray. It's appreciated. And thanks to anyone who's stuck with me for this long and watched my videos all the way to the end. Tomorrow's election day. Lord only knows how that's going to turn out. Hope it turns out okay. Well, that's it. Maybe my last hunt for the year. Have a good one.